22M, 20F, girlfriend, 20F. Keeps making comments about my size. I don't know if I can trust her. I was with my girlfriend for 2 years before we ended things. The relationship itself was good, we were best friends, did nearly everything together, and it honestly felt like one of those fairy tale loves. I truly thought she was the one. However, about a month into the relationship we went to an event with her netball friends, all women in their mid to late 30s. I was the only guy there, and as the night went on and the drinks flowed, the conversation turned to the sexual performance of their partners. I didn't feel comfortable with this, so I just stayed quiet. Out of nowhere, my girlfriend tried to cover my eyes and ears, and then insulted the size of my dick and said I wasn't good in bed. When I uncovered my face, I saw the looks of disgust from everyone at the table. I got up and left. She chased me down saying she was just trying to fit in. Looking back now, I know I'm average, but that situation destroyed my confidence. It hurt more when she would later try to compensate by saying I was big. I'm not stupid, I know what I'm dealing with. I brought it up multiple times because it ate away at me. Over time I lost a lot of confidence, became anxious and sheltered, and our sex life became miserable for both of us. Eventually, we broke up for a different reason altogether. It's been 4 months since then. During that time, I got my confidence back and was finally happy in myself again. I even tried moving on and got with someone new, but during that I realized I still wanted my ex. To my surprise, she took me back. Even knowing I tried to move on, she still wanted me. We've been back together for about a month now, taking things slow, setting boundaries, and trying to be better for each other. The other week we had sex for the first time in 4 months. I actually felt confident and okay with the past, until she told me she'd had a one-night stand while we were broken up. She admitted this happened after finding out I'd been with someone too. I wasn't mad, she was single, she can do what she wants. But when we talked about it, I mentioned I'd already suspected she'd been with someone else, just from how she avoided certain topics. What I didn't expect was her response. Why did you know? Is it because I feel looser? That absolutely crushed me. Suddenly, all my old insecurities came rushing back. She swears it was a joke, but now I can't stop thinking about how she was with some random guy, and again the thoughts of her secretly thinking I'm small are back. I had a serious talk with her and told her I can't continue if she keeps making comments like that. But deep down, I'm questioning if I can even stay with someone who might be lying to me about how she feels about our sex life. People don't joke about things like that, it tends to come from the roots of truth. I love her and I want her, but I don't want to be with someone who looks at me sexually and just goes, meh. I want to be someone's everything, but I value the trust we could build from her telling me the truth more. What are your opinions on the situation? This woman is just going to destroy your confidence again. She's already started. You love being in a relationship, not her. Otherwise you wouldn't tolerate someone who repeatedly insults you. This is a woman who chooses to publicly humiliate you to make her friends laugh. She will never be on your side, she will never prioritize your feelings, she will hurt you repeatedly if you choose to stay. You never stay in a relationship with someone willing to make jokes at your expense. Move on. You can't trust her. She wants you in her life for stability only. Even if she doesn't think, meh, while looking at you sexually, her behavior and comments will lead to you thinking that it is her thought. You did good for yourself when you were broken up, and while you love her, it's not good for the love for yourself to stay with her. She is damaged goods, don't let her keep damaging you. Boyfriend, 28M, makes hurtful jokes about my 25F body. My boyfriend, 28M, and I, 25F, have been together for a little under 3 months. Everything about him is amazing, except for when he makes hurtful jokes about my body or intelligence. He cooks for me, takes me on cute dates, gives me compliments, doesn't make me pay for anything, supports my friendships and hobbies, doesn't have a controlling bone in his body, and he spends a lot of time with me. Now I don't have the biggest chest ever, I'm like a 34B or C cup. But he has made 3-4 jokes, comments about me having a small chest. The first time it happened was shortly after we officially started dating. I really did take the first time as a harmless, but yet strange, joke. I remember we were watching TV when he made the joke, but I don't remember the context. All I remember is that the joke was, yeah, small like your chest. Anyway, the second time it happened was when we were chilling and asking each other silly couples questions. He asked me if him and I were in a movie, then what actor and actress would play us. I answered Angelina Jolie for me because my best friend always tells me I resemble Angelina. Before I could suggest who would play him, he blurts out while laughing, why? Because you have no tits? Referring to Angelina getting her double mastectomy, I guess. I immediately started asking him why he would say such a thing to me and that it was mean of him. He apologized, but later on that night I was quizzing him on some YouTube video we had watched and I think he started to get frustrated because he wasn't getting my questions right, so the first second I accidentally said something wrong he blurted out, "No it's not, you fucking idiot." I remember I covered my face from the shock of him saying that and asking him again why he would say that to me. He apologized again and we went on with our night. The next week I went over to his place and had a serious conversation with him, telling him how his jokes and insults are unacceptable and unnecessary and that they had to stop immediately. He was completely understanding and apologetic and he told me he would work on it. Well, fast forward to like a month later. The third time it happened was when we went out to a bar to have some drinks and to go dancing. Somehow the topic of bra sizes came up and he was like, "What are you, an A cup?" No hate to anyone of any bra size. I just don't think I visually could be estimated to be an A cup, which is why I was hurt by this in addition to his prior comments. I just started back at him with a look of "Are you fucking serious, RN?" and he quickly said, "I shouldn't have said that, I'm sorry." I didn't want my night to be ruined because of his comment, so I continued to go out to the dance floor and have fun the rest of the night. This last time happened around 3 weeks ago and he hasn't said anything since. I should also mention that my previous relationship was an abusive one where my body was ridiculed, and I also grew up in a very body shame focused household that led to me eventually becoming anorexic for several years. So I am very sensitive to these things and I notice when my boyfriend makes comments about other women's appearances on TV. One time he was trying to comfort my insecurities and he told me that he sees hot women all the time but they don't have my personality. Another thing he has said to me is that he prefers me with straight hair as opposed to my naturally wavy, curly hair, which I have heard is a red flag. I just don't know what to think or do because I have become painfully insecure and anxious from his jokes, comments. I really like him but I don't feel secure. I often find myself comparing my appearance to that of other women and I always end up feeling like shit, but it happens even more often since everything with my boyfriend. I'm not sure if this is something that can be worked through or if too much damage has been done, especially because of my history that makes me more sensitive to this stuff. I know I need to work on my confidence regardless, but I felt secure with him before his remarks. He always claims he wouldn't change anything about me, but sometimes I can't help but not believe that. I don't think I'm ugly at all. I actually think I am considered attractive, when my body dysmorphia isn't attacking me lol. But I just don't feel good enough because of his comments. Any advice or insight? TLDR. BF has repeatedly made insensitive body shaming jokes about my breast size and now my insecurities are raging. I'm not sure how to or if to recover the relationship from this. It's only been 3 months and this is how he's treating you. It sounds like he's purposely making you insecure so that you feel like you can't do any better. You need to run and fast. Ask yourself 2 questions. Would you ever treat him the way he treats you? Also, how do you think he will treat you when it's years down the road and he's lost any bit of politeness he ever had? The right guy wouldn't be this hard to tolerate even on his worst day. This is what they call negging. He compliments you sometimes but also hones in on your insecurities and keeps you off balance about them. Just so you know, he's a catch for you, despite your flaws. You know, when I was younger my chest was smaller than yours. I had my share of cute, and sometimes shitty, boyfriends, but you know how many criticized my body? None, ever. Do what you want to with this relationship op. However, I think I know what I would do. Location flag, location flag, location flag. Title alone is enough to dump this guy. Location flag, location flag, location flag. True love should feel like a sanctuary, not a battleground for your self-worth. His words aren't jokes, they are tiny fractures in your spirit. You deserve a love that only ever builds you up. This is called negging. It is deliberate and harmful, and done to make you feel inferior and insecure, and make you feel like you are doing something wrong or being too sensitive for feeling hurt and confused. So you will willingly try harder to earn his approval but keep your emotional needs small so as not to be seen as inconvenient in the process, all the while diminishing your sense of worthiness. At the very least, it is unkind and unnecessary and is not accidental. Love is not unkind or disrespectful. Love lifts you up. Oh boy, you really know how to pick a man, don't you? It's not just your last relationship that was abusive, this one is too. It's actually a test. Will I do right by me or will I stay and let him abuse me? We're all wondering. Let us know what you're going to do. My 36F wife dropped news on I-42M need help. Over the last 2 weeks we've been at a rocky point in our marriage of 10 years with 3 kids now. She stated a week ago that she doesn't know what she wants to do and need to find herself. She was lesbian and then said she was bi. She has only been with me for the last 10 years but now says she's missing a female. She stated she wants to start therapy to help her work through exactly what she wants, MF. So the last week I've been coping with the possibility of my marriage ending and trying to ensure I give 110% to her and the kids in what could be called a last-minute effort, I guess. Jump to today and I find her old laptop, turn it on, and there are messages from a person we will call Sasha. Sasha is her ex-girlfriend whom she had been dating until she went to jail. They have known each other for 15 years only romantically for one. When I confront her she starts by denying it and then comes clean that it is her, although she has her listed under a different name in the phone. She said they have been talking or texting for 2 years now. She also states that in her 2 most recent trips home she met up with her for 30 minutes and then an hour although they just talked. She then said her messages over the last 2 weeks with Sasha have changed, where at times they each say, "I love you," to one another. As we continue to talk she says she's sorry but her heart is in 2 places at once right now. I proceeded to say through the messages she was in a long-distance relationship with Sasha and she denies it, saying they don't call it anything except friends. At this point I am lost. I want to keep pushing for our marriage but feel betrayed about having this secret relationship keep from me for 2 years or 2 weeks, whichever you elect to go with. Please help me? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. If she refuses to even admit that what she's doing with Sasha is cheating, there's no saving this. And even if she did cut Sasha off, and you could actually believe she'd done that and it was going to stick, she's so deeply confused that the only thing you two can really work toward as a team is how to make sure the kids are okay. I'm sorry, but I think you need to go see a lawyer and at least find out what the next steps look like so you can put them into action when it becomes clear you can't continue like this. Contact a lawyer. The good thing is, she can't take your kids and go live with her girlfriend. The court won't allow one person to move with the kids unless the other person agrees. You can probably also get a judgment that the kids are not allowed to be around her ex-girlfriend due to criminal history. You need to speak with a lawyer like yesterday. Remember when we were little kids playing hide and seek? Someone would start the countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 TIMMMMMMME. That's you, buddy. You bear this marriage limbo as long as you can, then yell time. You are welcome to say, Sasha goes, because it's an inappropriate relationship, be it sex or no sex. If she can't get her shit together, you yell time. They just talked. Cue the trickle truthing. At best it's an emotional affair, more realistically it developed into something more. Factor in the lying and deception, there's no more trust, and she's not going to do shit about it. You need to focus on speaking to a lawyer and protect your access to your kids. Be careful about having your desire to keep the marriage together being weaponized against you. So, I'm assuming that this Sasha would have to move to where you are to be in a full-blown relationship. You need to make her aware that in a divorce, she can't take the kids away, as you will have joint custody. Just make sure she is aware that your kids aren't going anywhere. If she wants to blow up your marriage for a convicted felon, that's fine, but you will use that information to get as much custody as you can and will use it against her. Every single time. I'm confused, I need to find myself, etc. It's always BS. As soon as I began reading, I knew there was someone else. JFC, how disrespectful to her husband and the father of her children. You concentrate on yourself and your kids right now. Get mentally healthy and strong because she's leading you down the path to divorce in increments. Protect yourself and have an attorney in mind sooner rather than later. Liars don't deserve grace and cheaters don't either. I'm so sorry op. Me, 18M, and my girlfriend, 18F, got wasted and she kissed another girl. Me and my girlfriend, who is bi, are both 18 and went over to her best friend's house with her other friend, A. That brought her boyfriend too. We were all drunk as all hell and me and A's boyfriend were playing beer pong when I hear A. say, "Give me one kiss." I turned around and saw them give each other a smooch on the lips that was literally half a second long. Her boyfriend instantly looked at me and said, "I'm sorry, brother. I don't know what to do. This happened weeks ago, but she has apologized a ton and asked for forgiveness many times. It's on my mind a lot, but I don't really know what to think about it. Could someone please give me their thoughts?" Edit. I have already discussed my boundaries with her and I do not believe a peck on the lips with her friend is cheating, but I felt disrespected. We talked about it, and everything is good now. I just wanted people's opinions on the whole situation. Edit 2. The First Virgin Division has invaded this shit. I just wanted other PPLS thoughts, laughing my ass off. Just because your girlfriend is bisexual doesn't mean she can go around kissing people. It's one thing if she was straight, cause then you know she wouldn't be sexually involved with a girl. But in this case she would hook up with a girl. I know if the role was reversed and a guy did this, Reddit would be singing a different tune. Yes, she's 18. Yes, quick kisses with other girls is a thing. But so is talking about it. Making sure you don't cross a line your partner is okay with. So just talk to her with how it makes you feel and see if her kissing girls while dating you is going to be a common thing. That way you know. I would tell her since I didn't tell you beforehand that's as cheating that I can let it go this time. But if it happens again, I will break up. Then follow through if she does. In my opinion it's only cheating if you think her kissing her female friend is cheating, not what Reddit thinks. Reddit will always go with the breakup route. In one of my relationships it wasn't cheating and was cool and hot, but now with my current boyfriend it's not okay and he's just chill with platonic pecs on New Year's to girlfriends, nothing else. Both are understandable depending on boundaries but also depending on whether or not your girlfriend is bi. You gotta show her how it feels and kiss her friend's BF. Then you're even. Lol his, "I'm sorry brother," is sending me. In my opinion straight or bi I think it's cheating to kiss another person period, and it's clearly affecting you. It's def a conversation you need to have, about what she did and how it made you feel, and going forward what kind of boundaries you would like to set so you don't have to feel this way again. Good luck.